So the next thing to look at are some specialized comparison conditions. We already looked at the inequality and equality comparison conditions, as in equals, not equals, and we also looked at range conditions with between, greater than, less than, greater than or equal, less than or equal. There are three more: any, some, and all. What any does is it says if something is any of these items in this list, if something is some of these items in this list, and if something is all of these items in this list. Again, I'm going to explain this to you using examples because it's the easiest way. Now what I have here is some syntax. If we interpret this simply, it'll be where expression and some kind of operator, one of these things: equality, inequality, greater than, less than, so on and so forth. Let's just use equals for now, and it's going to say any, open, bunch of values. Simple as that. That can be some and it can be all. That's what the syntax for these comparison condition checks looks like. So first of all, let's go and find all the values from the venue table, because in this movie I'm going to use the venue table with venue IDs. Obviously venue IDs go from 1 to 179. This query here does not find all values. It finds the lowest, the min, and the highest, the max. So when we looked at the main query that we ran, we actually find a whole bunch of rows. The first one up there you can see is 1, and the last one you can see is 179. I'm going to push this in here. I'm going to hit Control and Enter, and as you can see, I find lowest value 1, highest value 179. All I'm trying to do is showing you what the data looks like before I start executing these examples. So what is this example here going to do? Good question. Control Enter says any 1, 2, and 3. It finds venues 1, 2, and 3 between 1 and 179. It's saying a row that has any of these values. It's pretty simple, pretty clear. Again, another example. I can also look for 99. Hit return, and it will find 1, 2, 3, and 99. And I have a group of other examples here which really explain the same thing, except what I'm actually doing here is saying 99, 100, 101, and here it's saying venue ID is less than those three values. So it's going to find everything actually up to and less than 99, but then it also says less than 100, so it'll find everything less than 101, because any of these situations can be true. So what it's actually telling you, it's saying select everything from venue where venue is less than 99, or venue is less than 100, or venue is less than 101. That's really what that query is actually doing. Let's go and look at all. All actually tells you that a venue ID should actually be equal to all three of those values. What's that going to find? Well, obviously, so the venue ID can't have three values in the same row, it can only have one. It can be 1, 2, or 3, but it can't be 1, 2, and 3. So it's not going to find that at all. You can obviously ask it if all is 1, and obviously you will find the first row. This one here is going to say where all, or venue ID, is less than or equal to all of these. 1 is less than or equal to 1, it's also less than or equal to 5, and it's also less than or equal to 10. So if you were to take this out, you'd actually get 1 to 5. Add this example in here, and obviously with all, if you did it the other way around, it's saying that all greater than, essentially it's really greater than the highest value, which is 30, which means you find all the venues 31 plus all the way down to 179. Now let's go and look at sum, which simply tells me that values have to be part of a list. So we could say that star from venue where venue ID equals sum 1, 2, 3, let's say 10. So it has to be some of those values. So let's do this. This finds me 1, 2, 3, and 10. So let's get this into perspective. First of all, sum. We know we don't have any IDs in the venue ID column in the venue table of 500. So this will find no data whatsoever. Alright, let's go back to the all example and let's do this. This tells me, if I do all, that venue ID must be equal to 1, 2, and 3. This will find me no data whatsoever because there's no such thing as a venue with 3 different values. But we could also look for data with sum that isn't actually there, and it will still find the data that is. So this is a non-existent row. Copy this query here and push it into there. Hit return. Finds 1, 2, 3. Doesn't find 500 because it doesn't exist. In other words, it's finding all rows that exist in this list, regardless of whether the list elements are actually valid or not. If we actually had something that was only invalid, it obviously won't find anything at all because it doesn't exist. Simple as that. And that is any, all, and some comparison conditions.